So let's start with the PYQ mapping and brainstorming for Indian history. From Indus Valley Civilization to modern Indian history till independence. So we're going to integrate all those ideas here and we'll follow a chronological sequence. All the details of how should you optimize your preparation using these videos have been conveyed in the beginning, and those discussions will continually be conveyed, stitched as is, as has been conveyed before the video. So let's very quickly begin. Time is very precious. Let's make the best use out of it. IBC had 2 questions so far. Let's have a look. These questions are very basic, and you will see the affirmation being true over and over and over and over again. Question number 1 in 2022. What were the main features of the townships of Harappan civilization? So it is a very well known fact that Harappan civilization was very well known for its urban landscapes and for having an urban system, so to say. This is a diagram we more often than not see in any reference book. So even if you can't draw this elaborate diagram, nobody is stopping you from making a diagram like this, showing that such were the roads, such, you had drainage system, you had houses, which are very common. Again, as a value add, you can have this too, that you had a citadel on raised platform. But there are two sides to things, as we'll see over and over again. There is something which is the ideal, something which is perfect, and then there's something which is acceptable. So you can start from doing things that are acceptable. This also in the realm of a visual aid in the examination hall is acceptable, but of course there is no harm in at least aiming for ideal. But not being able to emulate this is no reason to get disheartened. Never let perfection be the enemy of sufficing. Main features of townships of the Harappan civilization. Very quickly, you can start off with IVC and how it was one of the earliest urban civilizations. You're setting the premise in place and how it flourished around your standard 2500 to 1900 BC. Very well known facts. This is nothing extraordinary, nothing that we have not read in our basic sources. And what were the main features of the townships of the Harappan civilization? For a moment, forget about the context of the urban civilization. If I were to ask you, okay, what are the main features of any township at all? What are the main features of any township? You can speak about Delhi, you can speak about any other metropolis, you can speak about Delhi NCR, you can speak about Bangalore and the adjoining region. What are the features of any urban township? The layout and planning. So it remains as is. Some of the examples might come from your understanding of the Harappan civilization, but rest could easily be brainstormed by knowing the very nature of townships as is. So that is why I say all you need is your understanding of basic source, application of your logical reasoning, and answer writing practice over and over again. This brainstorming will go a long way in reorienting your head in the right direction. So, grid system for streets, citadel elevated areas, housing, public spaces, water management. These are the features of any township at all, and they are going to be a feature of the Harappan civilization too. Administrative buildings, religious structures, craft area separately, sanitation areas, so to say. You can speak about city layout was in a rectangular grid pattern, speak about city division, it was in an upper part, lower part. Building materials was what? Burnt bricks was often used. There was great bath, which was employed. There was a water and drainage system, as we can see here. There was urban uniformity. There was a uniformity. There was storage of grains. Nothing that we have not read in the basic sources, and even beyond that, the application comes from a very knowledge of what all do townships have in general. And we know it was an advanced township, so to say, back in the region. So all of these things will be relevant and valid, here too. Speak about how it represents, and then you conclude by saying that it represents one of the earliest examples of urban planning. And they focused on public amenities, legacy of urban development. They have left a lasting legacy on the urban development in times to come. So I repeat this over and over again. Introduction has to set the premise. Introduction is about setting a premise, and conclusion is about giving an overarching view and then giving a sense of closure. You give a sense of closure, your conclusion is done. As usual, I mean, since most of you are new to the ecosystem, you'd feel that we'll go a little slow in the first 2 3 questions, and once you and I get on the same bandwidth, we'll try to increase the pace, you know. So by the end of the session, all the questions will be crystal clear, and you will understand how all you need is your understanding of basic sources, which of course you have, given that you most of you have already appeared in UPSC CSE. Even if you've not, you've read the basic books, you don't need to go back and elaborately read. Maybe a revision here and there can't hurt, but no need to overinvest. Question number 2: